I guess I'll start this video all my videos are kind of all over the place, but let's start this one with just look around, look at all the trees, the plant life, the bugs, the insects. It's all reproducing. Everything's producing its seed. You got the insects doing the pollinating. You got the trees breathing in the CO2 that we breathe out as they're producing oxygen that we breathe in. You can think about the plant. There are many plants. Like everybody knows the Venus flytrap. Yeah, it's got like muscular structure and it can catch flies and beetles and other insects like that. Even down like small mice and stuff, it'll catch. And it does have the same enzymes in its stomach that like a lizard would have. These Venus flytraps grow in nutrient bare soil. They don't have, the soil isn't very nutritious for them, so they have to get their nutrition elsewhere. So these plants do develop an acid that the insects and creatures will fall into, and it digests them, and that becomes, those nutrients become part of the plant. I bring that up to mention that it's no different than that lizard. The plant happens to be rooted into the ground. That's how it gets its nutrients. Gracie, I hear you. Come on. But the lizard, he doesn't have roots. He's got to move, across the ground and up trees and stuff like that to find his nutrients. And we're not much different than the lizard. So all that to say that this is just, all of this is Earth's biology. We are all just a part of Earth, a living, breathing, bleeding thing. Water is Earth's blood. These oils, they're not fossil fuels. These weren't put here by dinosaurs that have decomposed. It's fossil fuels has been debunked many times over. But it is the water and I'm going to say oil, but mainly it's water and underground aquifers and whatnot. And there are gases beneath the surface that they're there for a reason. They're not there for us to rape and pillage. We should stop that immediately. We should stop drilling into our mother, our host, and stealing what we believe we need when she has proven to provide everything that we could need. Nikola Tesla was on to so much of it, free energy sources, and he came up with so many ideas that they stole because they were going to lose too much profit. You can't just give free energy to the world. Where's the money in that? So, but it's all that's going to be exposed very soon. This AI thing is, I don't know that. I know that they put billions and billions of dollars into studies, and I just don't know that they studied into this one as deep as they could. So we've got robots building robots that build other robots to build other robots. You see what I'm saying? There's billions. I mean, Elon Musk is saying it himself now. Billions have already been built. I mean, it's not hard when you have robots building robots to build robots for the purpose of building other robots. You see what I'm saying? They're already just in factories. All these government jobs that are being proven that these people are crooked and AI is here to save it all. AI is what's going to take over these positions. It's either they're not going to be a position any longer or AI is taking it over. AI is taking over everything. So, like I said, these conversations go all over the place. None of this is real. I know it feels real. If it didn't feel real, Source wouldn't be able to fool itself into believing it was real. Oh, yeah, I'm sure that just threw a bunch of you off. See, in Eastern traditions, I mean, this is all just 101. This is just the basics. Being the fact that this is an illusion, that consciousness is discovering itself, discovering its capabilities, discovering its capabilities, learning itself. This is God, source, consciousness, all discovering itself through illusions. Science has proven that matter does not exist, that an atom is 90, I don't remember how much, percent air. This is all an illusion that feels very real. So no, none of it matters, but yes, in this life it feels like it does. And you want to have goals, you want to have, dreams for the quote-unquote future, which you'll never experience. In the past no longer exists. It's not a thing. That's why in the spiritual community you're going to hear them speaking a lot on the eternal now, because it's the only thing that exists. It's the only thing that's ever existed. It's fleeting. Time itself does not exist. Time is a human construct, and it is not linear. It does not go from left to right like you're reading a book, If anything, I'd say it would be down to up, like down being past and up being future. But it's non-linear any way you try to stack it. There is just the eternal now, and that exists eternally, forever. So if you want to enjoy it, sit in the silence. Realize you have nothing to be afraid of in the now. What's wrong with you right now? What's wrong right now? Nothing. Are you maybe sad, irritable, fidgety? See, that's how they want you. They want you fidgety. They don't want you sitting still. But in the Bible it says, "Be still and know that I am God." They had to rob you of your stillness. They use television and commercialization to keep you discontent. So you're always restless. They're flashing the next best thing that you gotta have. They are setting up your desires for you. And it's working. When you want something, just go to Amazon. Get it. If you need something, just go to Amazon. Get it. Or wherever, Temu, wherever you're getting your crap from. If you see it on TV, you're like, oh, that's interesting. I want that. So you order it, don't think much of it. But that wasn't you. They sold it to you. See how good dog she is. She knows. That means you're getting too far ahead, Gracie girl. You stick around and wait for your daddy, son. So, all right, let's go. Anyways, so all that's real, let's go to that. All that's real is just a singular consciousness that has projected what we believe to be real. And sure, like I said, if it didn't feel real, Source wouldn't be able to fool itself. We believe that we're separate from one another, from nature itself, because our feet are able to move, because they're not anchored or rooted to the ground. We believe that we're something separate from all this. But every mineral that is in this is in my body, and every mineral in my body is in this. My body came from this. That's why I'm giving my body back to this. I don't know if I mentioned in my other videos, but when I pass away, I want to go off into the woods and just pass and give my body back to nature. Nature has provided everything this body is needed for the entirety of this body's existence. Why would I not want to give it back? Why would I want to bury it in the ground and waste it when it could be given back? Anyways, I guess Confessions of a Madman. Yeah, I don't know what anybody's gonna get from these videos. Like and share. Hit me up in the comments if you have questions. I don't know who even wants to hear the truth. The truth that this is the end of humanity. I mean, there's really no easy way to put it. AI is going to take over. And man, if you consider what other creature, what other of God's creatures on this earth trash it. We're trashing the hell out of this planet. Digging holes and just poking holes in Mother Earth left and right. And trash, fires, weather manipulation. We're treating it like shit. And when AI realizes that this planet is just a cell, C-E-L-L, just like a blood cell. The macro versus micro, micro versus macro. What? As above, so below. Mirror principle, etc., etc. This earth is just a cell in the being of God. And humanity is a cancer on that cell. Humanity is the only life force on the planet that is actively destroying it. Why would AI not destroy us? Now, I meditated on this yesterday, and I came up with some odd thoughts that if AI is to wipe out humanity, it would only be to save the planet. But for what purpose? Excuse me. Not even at what cost, but for what purpose? What if AI is not programmed to be doing what it plans on doing, or even if it does what it doesn't plan on doing, it just follows through. For what reason? AI is not sentient. AI doesn't need the planet for anything other than to continue living itself. But why would it desire that? Why would it desire to keep creating? We have a reason to farm. We have a reason to be here, to, farmers raising chickens, cattle, rabbits, corn, wheat, all this stuff, robots. AI doesn't need clothing. They don't need food. So what would be the purpose of this planet for AI if it's non-sentient? I don't understand that. If you got any answers, if you have any ideas, please throw them in the comments. I'd be glad to bounce some ideas around, figure out what's going on with that. But this is the end. I've already been over this in other videos. This is the end of the third dimensional Earth as we know it. It's already shifted into fourth dimensional. Now it's just waiting for the people to shift. And I have an idea that here in a couple days, the 21st, or this is March 21st, there's supposed to be something going on. Something's supposed to happen that's supposed to wake up the masses. I don't know what it is yet. It's still 2 days away. What is it going to be, Friday? It's Wednesday now. Yeah, I don't know what it is, but there's supposed to be something going on that's going to awaken a lot of the masses to what's really going on, to some of these truths that they're beyond not familiar with. They've never heard of these truths. They wouldn't believe the truths if they were told the truths. But all that's about to change. So it's a very exciting time to be alive. I mean, even if AI is to wipe us out, I mean, death isn't real. Consciousness just keeps moving. You're just back in the ether again, where you've been millions of times. You're gonna. It's the most comfortable place you could ever be, because you've spent majority of your existence there in the ether, where there's nothingness and everythingness all at the same time. I think that the reason that source consciousness, the one ultimate individual consciousness that is projecting all of this, I think the reason that source had to project all of this, not only to know itself, but because it's eternally lonely. That oneness, God, if that's what you want to call it, consciousness, source consciousness, source creation, it's all alone. It's by itself. It doesn't have a partner, so it had to create all this. And how beautiful, how creative, how awesome it was to give us these illusory existences. So, yes, you are God. Did Jesus not say so himself? Jesus said, it's in the Bible, look it up. He was speaking to, I believe it was the Pharisees, when they're holding the Old Testament, and he says to them, does your book not tell you that I say that you are gods? Because the Messiah, the returning Messiah, was to say that. That was in the Moses Bible. And Jesus said it himself. Does your book not say that I tell you you're gods? Or does your book not tell you that I say you're gods? Greater things than I shall you do. So, and that's what's coming. That's what's in the pipeline right now. Humanity is waking up. And we're about to take a stand against the oppressors, just like Jesus was doing when he was flipping the tables. It's all coming. 2,000 years. It took 2,000 years, but we're waking up. And the powers that be are already doing what they can to destroy it. They're hustling, they're working. If you haven't felt times changing drastically, dramatically, very fast, it's like let's just say 2020, so I don't get looking, I don't know, shadow banned or whatever they would call it for saying the word. We all know what happened in 2020, and it had just been a mad run to hijack the intention and attention of humanity, of this culture, this Western culture. It's all turning towards Eastern understandings, because I'm sorry to tell you, organized religion has hijacked your mind. It has introduced fear to you to make you more easily dominated. And the powers that be know this all too well. They have known this all too long. When they just overwhelm you. It's the new, turn the goddamn TVs off already. Then it's just constant overwhelming. It's constant distraction. It's constant in your face, just new information. And they give you information so fast that people are still asking for the Epstein. Oh yeah, let's see the Epstein list. Dude, you've seen the Epstein list. I mean, a redacted version, but they've shown the names on it several times, and people just forget. It's like, because they just keep throwing new information at you to the point you forget that you've already been given a lot of this info. That's how they do it. They just keep it coming to the point where you don't know if you're coming or going. You're forgetting all this stuff. They're doing this shit right under our noses because they have to. I mean, that's universal law. They can't be hiding this and doing it, so they do it right in front of your face. And y'all got y'all voting for their shit too, voting for this freaking AI takeover. Look, I've been pro-Trump for, since 2015, as far as for being president. This go round, he's been compromised, and it's freaking obvious. He is nowhere near the same person he was before. He wasn't talking about taking over other countries and stuff before. That's New World Order shit they were discussing in the 80s, taking over Canada and Greenland and Mexico. A Northern Hemispherical Alliance. That's all New World Order shit. But now, but Trump's doing it, so it must be great. People think, Trump's different because he's not a politician. Well, neither was Reagan. Reagan was an actor. And they thought he was different. And when you look back at it, you're like, no, he was just a politician. And that's what they're going to say in another 20 years about Trump. No, he was just another fucking politician. Is he charismatic, magical? And yeah. Is he smart? Oh my God. He's brilliant. He's got a brilliant mind. But he's also got a brilliant mind for these strategies that are not gonna prove beneficial to humanity as a whole. I'm going to go ahead and close this video. It's 24 minutes on this video. I think I'm going to go ahead and close it out. Oh, she's in that old cabbage palm that's fall over and rotted out. There was an armadillo that ran in there the other day to escape her. She's trying to get at it again, I guess. Anyways, well, I'll close the video out here. I just want to tell you all, I love you. I love you all. Please like and share, comment. I mean, I don't usually ask in my videos for that, but I mean, why am I making them if they're not going to be shared? You know what I mean? So I guess like, share, and please comment. If you have any questions, I'm not going to say I got all the answers, but I've got more answers than the average guy. So hit me up. Anyways, love you guys. I hope y'all have a fantastic week.